Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste Narasingaya, Praladhaladayane, Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha, Shilatankana Kalaye, Ito Nashinga Parato Nashingo, Yato Yato Yamitato Nashingo, Yato Yato Pahi Nashingo, Iraye Nashingo, Narashinga Madhim Sharanam Papade, Lava Kalakamala Varenaka, Adbhuta Shingam, Dalita Hiranyakashipu, Danobringa, Keshavadita Narahari Rupa, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Avakala Kamala. Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Ketavadita Narahari Rupa, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Nrsimhade, Jaya Nrsimhade, Nrsimhade, Jaya Nrsimhade. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha, Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha, Lakshmi Nrsimha, Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Gaura Haribol. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
की जय। शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसारी गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन धाम की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। नवनी मायापुर धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री श्री गौर नित्याय की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी की जय। श्री श्री राधा किशोर गोपीनाथ की जय। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। All glory to Sambal devotees. All glory to Sambal devotees. All glory to Sambal devotees. Now everybody together. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pashtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namne Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pachane Nirvashesha Shunyavadi Pachachash Detane Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Oh, not. Hare Krishna. Oh, thank you. Oh, mic's not working. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can I get everyone's attention, please? Can I request everyone to be seated? Everyone to be seated, please. Thank you. You can face towards me here on this side and be seated, everyone. Just in case if you don't find any suitable place to sit here, we do have balconies, so you can go to balcony as well. But I guess there's enough space here. So if every one of you can move a little forward, so everyone will be able to sit here. Can I request everyone to be seated? Thank you. There's a special attraction to be sitting at the back, closest to the prasadam. When they say prasadam time, people can just line up there, okay? Okay, so how many of you are visiting us here for the first time today? Visiting for the first time ever. Oh, wonderful. Come on, let's give them a huge Hari Bol and welcome them. Hari Bol! Okay, how many of you have been visiting us for more than once, twice, thrice, or forever in your life you have been coming here? Put up your hands. Okay, so for those who saw us, who are coming, okay, put up your hands, put up your hands. I didn't say to put it down. So all those people who are coming for the first time, a lot of you sitting here, these are the people who have been coming here for a long time, and they will give you a generous, warm Hare Krishna, Hari Bol one more time for your welcome. Okay? So let's do that one more time, okay? Everyone who's been here, give them a huge Haribol. Give them a warm Krishna conscious welcome. Haribol! Thank you. We are a small society. When I say small, of course, it's an international society with 600 temples and more than 5,000 centers. But our congregation here, but we want to generously welcome each one of you who are coming here for the first time. So you had darshan today. How many of you had darshan and kirtan? Put up your hands. Nice. Okay. My favorite question to ask. What's my favorite question to ask? Huh? Okay, flower. Okay, so today I want to ask flower. Thank you. I wanted to know how predictable I am. Okay, so my question is, what's the color of necklace Radharani is wearing today? Pink? Pink. Okay. Any other? Red. Red, pink. No, today I'm not hearing women saying it is what that's called, baby pink, magenta pink, emerald green, and I hear all those adjectives with the colors. So which pink and green? Which pink? Simple pink. I'm so glad it's pink for everyone. Okay, so yes, she's wearing pink. And what was Subhadra Maharani wearing? Which color necklace was for Subhadra Maharani wearing? Now that's not a predictable question. She was also wearing a similar color necklace. Why I'm asking today specifically about Radharani and Subhadra Maharani, because the speaker for today, I would like to call her the First Lady. Generally, people say First Lady for a president's wife or a spouse, but for us, she's a First Lady in a lot of ways. One, of course, she is wife of Shubh Vilas Prabhu, who has been so instrumental in getting this whole building. And also, she's amongst those first Prabhupada's disciples here in Toronto. So it's Ashalata Mataji who's going to be our speaker for today. So Ashalata Mataji has been serving, ISKCON has been serving Srila Prabhupada and the whole society for more than 55 years. And I truly believe this, that any lady of the house has a very significant role to play. Not just in supporting the husband, not just in raising the kids, but also to create a beautiful Krishna conscious, conducive environment at home. And clearly, she has done that so beautifully well. When I talk about beautiful, she's beautiful outside. When you speak to her, she's even more beautiful, always smiling, always speaking so nicely, and she has a mellifluous voice, and that's also the reason that she has, taken out these 5 CDs, which are on kirtans, on bhajans, and on different poems. So if any one of you want to download online, that's also available. You can check that as well. For all wonderful services that she has been doing, including the garden making, we see her as a pujari, and so many other things. It's such an inspiration. And today, she'll be sharing more memories. Like I said last week, this is the part 2. So sharing more memories and glories of Srila Prabhupada with Ashalata Mataji. That's our session today. So let's give her a huge Hare Krishna. Let's put up our hands and say Hare Krishna. So we welcome Mataji with thunderous applause. Thank you, Mataji, for being with us and for today's session. Is it okay?
Jai Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girvardhari Yashodanandan Brajjan Ranjan Yamuna Tira Vanchari Jai Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. All of you know who Srila Prabhupada is, but some might not know who Srila Prabhupada is. Srila Prabhupada is a great, great, great Mahatma who was sent by Lord Shri Krishna as his direct messenger to this earth to deliver the fallen souls like us. Srila Prabhupada's Guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, told Srila Prabhupada to go to West when he found out that Prabhupada knows English. To know English in those days was very big thing. So he instructed Srila Prabhupada to go to West and preach. So Srila Prabhupada took his instructions by the heart, and when the right time came, he went to the West to preach. With nothing in the hand, just Srimad Bhagavatam. And he came to the West, he had to face so many difficulties, so many hindrances, obstacles, but Srila Prabhupada kept going to fulfill his mission. Despite all the obstacles, he conquered and completed his mission, and he became victorious. Now we know today how many temples of ISKCON in the whole world. So many book distribution, so much prasadam distribution, and so many devotees all around the world. And so many prasadam and so many Hare Krishna devotees and Hare Krishna chanting is going on all over the world just because of Srila Prabhupada. So that is our Srila Prabhupada. I pay my most humble obeisances unto your lotus feet, and don't I want to glorify only today, but I want to glorify my Guru Dev Srila Prabhupada every single day. That is Srila Prabhupada. Say Hari Bol, Jai Srila Prabhupada, everybody. That is Srila Prabhupada. So with the mercy of Guru, with the mercy of Krishna, we get the Guru. And with the mercy of Guru, we get Krishna. So that is the way it happens. When I was in India, I will worship demigods, gods, without knowing who Krishna is, who the Supreme Lord is. When I was teenager in India, I brought so much greenery, stones, and made a scenery at home, Jhula, to celebrate Janmashtami. Still, I don't know who Supreme Lord is. I was always wondering in my mind who I am, what I am, where I am, who sent me here, and where is he? That was my questions all the time in my mind coming. So that was, Krishna made the arrangement to join ISKCON and gave me all the questions. When I got married, I came to Canada and I wanted to get Krishna picture with me, but I could not bring the picture. But Krishna, I brought Krishna in my heart. So in 1968, it was 1968 when Subha Vilas was going at Avenue Road and Boulevard Street. And he saw some sadhus there. He could not believe it. But he took the picture of those devotees in saffron clothes and brought at home to show me. He showed me, but I could not believe it. I said, no, not on this earth sadhus are here. Because materialistic people, how come in this earth people are sadhu in a saffron clothes. But he said yes, because he had the Polaroid camera at that time. He brought the picture at home, he showed me. Yes, it was true. He showed me, he took me to Avenue Road and Boulevard Street to make sure that I believed. Yes, I saw the sadhus there in saffron clothes, but I could not believe it. How come on this Western world the devotees are here? Because people are Shunyavadi. They don't believe Krishna, they don't know. But there was some power behind which I did not know. That power was Srila Prabhupada behind. So when I saw those sadhus at Avenue Road and Boulevard Street, we talked to them, inquired them what they were, what they're doing. So we found out their location. That was 40 Beverly Street was the location where they were doing the programs. So we started going to the temple, discussed with them, talked to them. So we found out all about it. So we started going to the temple gradually. And then, as you know, in Canada, we have the opportunity to pick up the fruit and vegetables. But in India, there is no such thing. When I came to Canada, I liked that idea, and I was picking the apples, peaches, all the fruits, and only to pick, not to eat. Now, what to do with those apples? So we started taking to the temple again and again. So that was going on. So that was the start of our spiritual journey, to take the fruits to the temple. One Sunday, I told Suva Vilas that I want to go to temple in the evening. So Sunday, as you know, is very busy, doing the chores, cleaning, cooking, shopping. So I was rushing on that day so that we can go to the temple. But Suva Vilas, instead of going to the temple, he took us to the restaurant. When I came home, I was crying. Say, why you are crying? Say, I'm crying because I wanted to go to temple and you took us to the restaurant. So then he said, okay. From there on, we started going to the temple every Sunday. Not only every Sunday, but every day almost, in the weekdays also. So that was our start of the going to the temple and connecting to ISKCON. So at that time, devotee moved from Beverly Street to the Gerrard Street. So we started going more and more and more. I took some service, doing the garlands. He did some service. So we were getting more and more involved in the temple activities. One day, I was sitting in the temple room, and I saw Srila Prabhupada's picture. And my strong desire came that I want to touch the lotus feet of this Mahatma who has converted these Western people to a devotee. These Western people don't know what dharma is, and here they are chanting Hare Krishna, dancing for Krishna, deity service, 4 regulative principles, and much more. Something is very amazing. So strong desire came to touch the lotus feet of this Mahatma, Srila Prabhupada. So so we were told that Prabhupada is coming to Chicago for the Rath Yatra. So in order to see Prabhupada, Suva Vilas took 2 weeks holidays and we went to Chicago to see Srila Prabhupada with Indresh and Meenakshi. And when we arrived there in the evening, it was announced, oh, darshan time, darshan time, darshan time. So we thought that was the only time we were going to have darshan of Srila Prabhupada. So we, without washing up or anything, we rushed to see Prabhupada, and Prabhupada received us very nicely, and we made the dusty footprints on the white sheets because we were not washed up or anything. So we were so pleased to see Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada was so nice, and first thing he uttered from his mouth was to Subha Vilas that he's a good devotee, and he told his servant to give the prasad to them. So we got strawberry prasad from Srila Prabhupada on that day. That was our luckiest day of the life when we met Srila Prabhupada. So in Chicago, we were for 2 weeks. Because Srila Prabhupada were there for the Rath Yatra for 2 weeks, and we were there for 2 weeks. Every single day, Subha Vilas will go to morning walk with Srila Prabhupada. And we will go in the evening for the classes and the darshans. That was very nectar there. In the evening class, one day everybody was gone and we were still sitting there. Srila Prabhupada said, everyone is gone, why you are sitting here? So Subha Vilas told Prabhupada, that my wife has come all the way from Toronto to Chicago to touch your lotus feet. That's the only reason she has come. So Prabhupada was so kind, he removed his dhoti from his lotus feet and he said she can touch them. I touched Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. My desire was fulfilled and my mission was completed. Not only me touched them, Subha Vilas touched his lotus feet and the children also. So that was the most fortunate time. So every evening we were going to the classes and the darshan time. One day I did not go in the class in the evening. So Prabhupada was so observant and he noticed that I didn't come and he asked Subha Vilas, how come she didn't come today? He was paying so much attention to us that why I was not there. So that was the Srila Prabhupada's mercy. After 2 weeks, then we had to come back to Toronto. And we didn't want to come, but we had to come. So Subha Vilas came up with the idea that we can take Srila Prabhupada's shoes with us. So he inquired what size, what color, where to get it. So he got them from the store, we colored them, dried them in the sun. And next day, their servant put the shoes, and Srila Prabhupada's shoes are very tight today. He was so conscious, then servant told, yes, there is an exchange of shoes, that you had new shoes, and we got the old shoes. We still have those shoes of Srila Prabhupada. So that way we don't miss his association. One evening, we found out that Srila Prabhupada is coming to Detroit. And Subha Vilas thought Detroit is not too far from Toronto. So we invited him to come to Toronto. Srila Prabhupada right away said yes. He told his servant to write it in the diary. And Srila Prabhupada came to Detroit. and we went to see him in Detroit. After Detroit visit, he came to Toronto. We went to receive him at the airport also. One day, Toronto temple was very small, so we arranged the apartment for Srila Prabhupada. So one day in the evening, we went to see Prabhupada, and I was sitting So Prabhupada was sitting on the chair and we were sitting on the floor. And I was looking at Prabhupada, what he's saying. And I was not paying no attention to my japa. My japa slipped on the floor. And Srila Prabhupada said, pick up your japa. So he was so much conscious and paying the attention to every single thing. So when Srila Prabhupada came first time to Toronto, so we invited him at home, and she said right away, yes, he will come. So Prabhupada came to home, and we had a big program, more than 100 people were there, and big program happened. It was so much nectar there that I was showered the flowers on Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet, and Subha Vilas was washing his feet, and while I was talking to him. I'm just telling you all this past time happened with us at that time. So at that time, we arranged fruits and nuts and everything. Those days, not too many Indians were in this country, not too many Indian stores, but somehow we managed and found some chiku fruit. Chiku fruit, and I told Prabhupada, I can cut it. He said, no, I'll cut it. Chiku fruit was the most he liked. When Srila Prabhupada came first time, he instructed Subha Vilas to obtain this building. Not one time, many times. So even when he was leaving at airport, at the glass door, he instructed again and obtain that building. With the blessings and mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Subha Vilas obtained this building after many difficulties, because those church people will not sell the building to the Hare Krishna people. And then he was acting like a normal Indian person. He was saying, he's an Indian person, so he was taking under his name and everything that he's buying it. So those church people asked, what you are going to do with the building? He said, we'll dance, we'll eat, we'll drink. So it was not fault. We drink the nectar, we dance for Krishna. So that is the way this building was obtained. And those church people, when they found out Hare Krishna people bought the building, they said they would have burned it rather giving it to the Hare Krishna people. That was the way they were treating us. But anyways, with the blessings and mercy of Prabhupada, this building was obtained. And then second time, when the first time Prabhupada came, we asked him, when you are coming next? Prabhupada said, when this building is obtained, then he will come. Then, as he promised, after that he sent the letters in congratulations and everything else. Then Prabhupada fulfilled the promise. He came second time. And when Prabhupada came second time, we invited him again at home. And he did come second time also. That is our Prabhupada. And when Prabhupada has walked through this building, downstairs, upstairs, everywhere. And he said, I like this building. I like it. Can I stay here? Yes, Prabhupada. Yes, you can stay. So Prabhupada is still present here, staying with us. Because of his mercy, this building was obtained by the effort of Subha Vilas, and we thank Prabhupada for that. So meantime, at 1975, when we were serving, we were asked to take the initiation. But we were not certain if we should take the initiation or not. Because especially me didn't want to take the initiation. Because I was thinking, if I get the initiation, too many do's and too many don'ts, I don't want the initiation. After so much, I can want serve, but no initiation. But finally, we were convinced, no, take the initiation. At that time, it was end of 75, deities are moved, devotees are moved, we came here, but initiation mamla was still going on. Get the initiation. I said, no, I don't want the initiation. But anyways, Pujari in this house right there, Pujari set up banana trees, mango trees, all the fruits, everything is set. But I am hiding away out there in the Pujari area, stairs go up there, and I'm hiding. I don't want initiation. Anyways, but with the mercy of blessings of Prabhupada, I changed my mind and I came, looked at Radha Gopinath, and sat down there on the mat, and we got the initiation. If I didn't get that was foolish on my part. If we didn't get the initiation, I would have missed the boat. But that was a fortunate thing happened that I got the initiation. So when Prabhupada came, second time, he spent 1 week here. So same way, Subha Vilas will go in the morning walks, and we will go for the darshan time and classes in the evening. There was so much nectar going on there. Second time when Prabhupada came, first he went to Detroit and then came to Toronto. But in Detroit, we went to see him. And their servant will not let us go to see Prabhupada. Then what did they know what to do? So somebody suggested us, some devotee, can you write a note and put it in envelope and send it to Prabhupada. So we did that. It worked. When Prabhupada found out that we are there, and all of a sudden, devotees were looking for us. So we went to see Srila Prabhupada, spoke to him sometimes, and I told Srila Prabhupada, please keep us in your lotus feet. And Srila Prabhupada replied, you are all ready. How pleasing. He said, you are already in my lotus feet. When Prabhupada came here, I had a list of questions from him. And lots of questions, I don't remember, but one question was to him, Vishnu came from Krishna or Krishna came from Vishnu? Srila Prabhupada said, Vishnu came from Krishna. That was the answer. Second time when Prabhupada came here, in the front of the building, the picture was, group picture was being taken. And Indresh was standing little bit away. Srila Prabhupada called him closer, put him near him, gave the rose flowers, and then the picture was taken. And when Prabhupada came first time, Indresh offered him the piggy bank. Prabhupada said, when I come next time, fill it up and then I'll take it. Second time when Prabhupada came, he took his piggy bank, brought it to the mandir and counted, took the money and gave the piggy bank back to Indresh. So that is another pastimes. So the day Prabhupada was leaving Toronto, on that day we went upstairs in his quarter, upstairs, up there, and we were alone there, no one else was there. Prabhupada said, we were leaving and he said, just wait. So we waited and Prabhupada went to his room and brought his own personal, beautiful chevron blanket. We still have that blanket. I could not believe it, how much affection he was showing to us. If I remember that scene, I cry, such a great Mahatma, how he was treating, giving us so much affection. When Prabhupada went from Toronto, we were writing the letters back and forth to him. Even Meenakshi wrote a letter to Srila Prabhupada and he replied. Prabhupada did not neglect anybody. He is such a great Mahatma. We have many articles of Prabhupada where Srila Prabhupada sat, the tables he ate on, and the Srimad Bhagavatam he wrote on. So much stuff we still have which Prabhupada used. In 1976, we went to visit India and it happened that Srila Prabhupada were there. So again, every morning, we'll attend the classes in the evening darshan times. One evening when we were talking to Prabhupada in Vrindavan, in his room, Indresh fell to sleep. And when we were leaving, we were picking Indresh. Srila Prabhupada said, just leave him here. I'll take care of him. When Indresh got up, Prabhupada brought him, holding his finger, to our room. That is Prabhupada. Great Mahatma and taking care of everything. When we were visiting Vrindavan, for 3 days, we went to see the other temples like Shyam Kund, Radha Kund, Mathura, Gokul, all those dhams. And we were not there for 3 days. So Prabhupada said, when we came back, where were you 3 days? So he was so observant, he was paying so much attention that where we were. So we told him that we went to see other places. So there's so many other pastimes. I simply want to thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you and thank you. Srila Prabhupada, please make us serve you, your ISKCON and Radha Krishna for generations after generations after generations, forever and ever and ever. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ashlata Mataji. One more time, let's say Hari Bol. When I was listening to the entire session, Mataji, I can't even believe, for people like us, we might have read Prabhupada Lilamrit and, heard and seen, or maybe, about those pastimes, but to be with Prabhupada all the time, and from starting the temple service by picking up the fruits, to getting the first fruit from Srila Prabhupada, strawberry that you mentioned, to getting that blanket from Prabhupada, to be able to touch Prabhupada's lotus feet, and to hear those kind of comments that Prabhupada mentioning that, you are already at my lotus feet. This is so personal, so intimate. Significantly, so many things have changed. I definitely see changes, how Shubhavilas Prabhu used to look earlier and now, how Meenakshi Mataji and Indresh Prabhu used to look. There's a huge difference and change now. But you happen to look very similar and same. We'll ask you your beauty secrets later. I think that's the devotion that's keeping, her ever fresh and ever young. So thank you so much for sharing those things. I think Shubhavilas Prabhu wanted to share a few things.
I have many
You
more.
have heard everything now. So now we should thank Srila Prabhupada. I want to hear it, the next door neighbor hear it. Srila Prabhupada ki! Srila Prabhupada ki! Srila Prabhupada ki! We are here because of His mercy. Thank you very much.
There are many more past times. There is no time. So next time, some other day. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So if you still want to know about more pastimes, then Shubhavilas Prabhu is here, Ashlata Mataji is here. You can always reach out to them and ask them about many other services that they have done, or you can ask them about more pastimes. Okay, so on that note, I also wanted to mention that from tomorrow, which is January 13th, we are starting our online Bhagavad Gita overview session. That's an absolutely free session, so if any one of you want to join from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., you can look at the notice board. I remember last time I made an announcement about the notice board and I said in my imaginary world, somebody came up to me and they said, Prabhu, how's your imagination going? And I told him, I said, well, we'll see next time about my imagination. Also, we have the online Bhakti Shastri course happening. So that already started yesterday. That runs every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if you need more information, you can come to me for the email address that I'm just going to announce right now because most of us would not remember. But that is Bhakti Academy, bhaktishastri@gmail.com. Our temple offers a lot of Zoom classes, a lot of in-person classes. So if you want to know about that, of course, notice board is the one. And like I always say, when we meet our friends, when we meet our colleagues, we know somebody or the other celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and Mundan, and tomorrow is Lodi, and whatnot, people celebrate. So if you want to give them some devotional gift, we do have Matchless Gift, which is a shop here. You can visit Matchless Gift and get some devotional gift for someone. It's always a beautiful gesture to give somebody something related to Krishna. Also, I remember Ashlata Mataji wanted to come to the temple, but Shubhavilas Prabhu took him to the restaurant in those early days, 1960s or something. But now you don't have to pick between temple or restaurant. Of course, in temple we have prasadam, but if you want to go to restaurant, we do have Govinda's restaurant here. And today's specialty menu there is pizza cooked by Dwarkanath Prabhu. So you can do that. Since I talked about prasadam, I think I rang a lot of bells in everyone's head. So let's thank our cooks for today when I talk about prasadam. So we have Padmaj Mataji. Let's thank her by saying Hari Bol. So thank you, Mataji, for cooking. I would also like to thank our Sunday Feast sponsors. One, we have an anonymous sponsor. The other one is Sonali Monalisha, and she's thanking Krishna for everything. Are you here, Sonali? Okay. The third is Purva Oja, and that's on the occasion of her birthday. It's her birthday. So Hare Krishna to you, Purva Oja, if you're here. Okay, Hare Krishna to you. Thank you. So you can all wish her happy birthday. Hare Krishna. We also want to thank Nagaraj Sagar or Shetty, if he's here. So thank you for your generous donation. So for all these people who sponsor today's feast and for our today's cook, let's put our hands up in the air and chant the whole Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One last time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Next time I'm going to tell the team to look at the cameras. For all those who are raising their hands only till this point, their plate should also be filled only this much only. Not thanking the cooks and the sponsors. Okay. On that note, I think if any one of you would like to sponsor the Sunday feast, you can see some devotees at the reception. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you need more information about the temple, then we have tronokrishna.com. You can visit there as well. Hare Krishna. Okay, yes. For the people who are coming here for the first time, until I see this devotee, I forget that announcement. People coming here for the first time, devotees coming here for the first time, we have 2 devotees here. They are going to give you the temple tour, and they will also arrange prasadam for you. So if you're coming for the first time, you can please come here. We'll arrange prasadam, and we'll also give you the temple tour. Hare Krishna.